Hey, Prince, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Too good for you, Bentley. How you guys doing? Let me. Yep, Prince, you're the first, man. You're the first. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm just setting up a few things on the laptop real quick. Absolutely, James. Thanks for being here. Bentley, let's hear it, dude. I thought you were Matthias. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, you're good, man. All right. One sec. Move you guys over here for 1 minute. All right, guys, I am back. I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod and let's do this. Hey, guy, how you doing, buddy? All right. You have a very cool BB MP40. Thanks, Matthias. I appreciate that, bud. It's a cool one. I do like it. I wish it was a real one though. I did put out a few more Legos because I knew some people were wanting me to. But Prince, you got news? Let's hear it, man. What is it? All right. If you guys like what you see, double tap that screen. It definitely helps early on in the stream as well. So just on to like, working absolutely. Jerome, have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. All right, fake. I promised the real game. No worries. I promised the real though. Guys, we just hit 69K. Hey, Desert, thanks, buddy. You're the best. You're 18 in 3 days. Nice. That's awesome, man. Prince, how? Where do you like? What country are you in? Or are you in the U.S.? I can't remember. Get all the BB guns out. I will at some point for sure. Jerome, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm the Queen Eli. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Or Ellie? Maybe it's Ellie. I probably said that wrong, didn't I? Jack, thanks. Thanks, brother. I really do appreciate you. All right. Gas Mask, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all you guys. You guys like what you see? Double tap that screen. Peter, we got a few, man. I like to collect, so yeah. Samuel, thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Hey, Matthias. He's just dabbing on all of us. So what do you guys like? What kind of guns do you guys like? Or what should I get next? What do you guys suggest? Western Australia. I'm off to officer school. Nice. Prince, that's awesome, man. That'll be great, I think. I definitely think drones are the future for warfare, so yeah. What's up, nerds? Hey, Jacob, how you doing, buddy? Do I have an M1 Garand? I do. M1 Garand is right there. Right beside the M1 carbine. I guess I could show it a little bit closer. M1 Garand, 1944 Springfield Armory. All right, looks like Pablo Escobar's personal arsenal a little bit, man. A little bit. I feel like Pablo Escobar every time I mess around with the Desert Eagles, so. You need more com block guns. I do. I love that kind of stuff, so. Get a 22 rifle or 22 pistol. Okay. Risky, I do have the 3 line right here. This one, 1898. Tim, I do have a Glock 19. That is my concealed carry right there. I like it. No VSDs. Well, I'm going to go to sleep. Have a good one, mate. Right back at you, man. Prince, happy early birthday. I appreciate you, man. Get some rest. Yes, Jason, these are all mine. This is my personal collection, so yeah. Okay, Sarma, how you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Do you have a label? Guy, I don't have a label. Not yet. Not yet, man. When's my birthday? It's November-ish. So, where's the rest? This is pretty much most of everything, but I do have a few random things not in here, I guess. So shotguns, I've got a few shotguns. Yeah, my favorite shotgun by far is this right here, like Trink shotgun. Love that thing. What's my EDC? EDC is Glock 19 right there. Looking for a Lebel too. Yeah, Lebel would be awesome. You have any Mark 18s? No, I've got a Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro, but yeah. Shout out to all the Novembers. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. What's the big gun on top? This is an HK SR9T. No Glock 18s. Nothing full auto yet, but yet. We'll get there. I did see the whole Glock ban in California. That's kind of wild, but it is what it is, I guess. Any of them that I haven't shot? There's a few. I just need some ammo for most of it. Let's see. I need some 12 gauge for this. I don't feel like it uses modern 12 gauge. But yeah, hey, Freddie, how'd your competition go, man? Let's hear it. Any M16s. So the closest thing is this Colt SP1 up here. It's a civilian version, so made in 1972. But yeah, definitely a cool one. Got the bayonet. Nothing from Demo Ranch. I live in South Carolina. I'm out here in Missouri. I'm from North Carolina. Hey, bud. Hope you're keeping well. Absolutely, SL. I am. I hope you're keeping well, man. I appreciate you. Let's get some W's in the chat for SL. And anytime, let me heart that and like it first. W's in the chat for SL. Anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Garand ping. So this one's for you, SL. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. You're the best. And guys, if there's anything else you want me to rack, just send a super chat. Let me know what you want, and I'll rack it for you. All right. Put that back on the wall. We are good. Okay. Freddie, I got second place with a stock G3. I got second place. Nice, man. Freddie, that's awesome. You got to take some videos. I'm definitely curious to see. What 1911s do I have? Only got one 1911, but it's a Colt U.S. Army made 1917. It's awesome. I do have an SMLE #1 Mark III right there. Now, obviously, I think that handguard was replaced at some point, but I still love it. What are my plans? I just collect, and I'm trying to make this whole YouTube thing, like a full-time gig, so. Google, I do have an FEG PA63 right there. Mine has never failed me. Nice. 1911 are a lot of parts. Yeah, for sure they are. Hey, thanks, guys. I see you guys are subscribing. I really do appreciate it. For real. Pascal, thanks. Or Pascal, thanks so much, man. World War III. Yeah, I hope World War III never starts, but we'll see. Have I got the typical handgun? I think probably the typical handgun for me, I consider it to be a Glock. Kind of like a Toyota Camry. It works. It's not like beautiful or anything, but I guess it runs. No, I believe you, Freddie, for sure, man. I just want to see video of it. Next time you do it, you should video when you go to your range. I feel like people would watch that for sure. But I completely believe you. What's the newest gun I have? Newest gun, probably Daniel Defense AR, something like that. Yeah, the Katana is a Type 95 Shingunto sword. It's a Japanese World War II sword, so yeah. James, have a great one, brother. I'll be back on probably tomorrow, if not later today. We'll see. AKs, I've got a Zastava M70 right there. UK guns are not allowed. I'm sorry, man. I have the Daniel Defense 2 and DayZ, though. Nice, man. What's my favorite? I don't know. One of my favorites, I really like most of them, just about all of them. Right there, it's awesome. SVT-40. Bit of a shy, socially anxious guy, but I will keep you up to... Yeah, definitely, dude. Freddie, yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Aaron, I do shoot most of these. Yeah, I shoot just about all of them. So I just need ammo for a lot, so... Yep, we do have a few launchers right here, 37 millimeter, as well as the underbarrel. Ooh, crazy. I don't have any 243s or 270s, so I'm not much help. Do I have a bayonet for the M1 Garand? I do not, but one of the guys on here, one of the fans, I guess you could say, but I think he's going to send me a M1 Garand bayonet, so we'll see. I do have a few Mosins. I've got about 8. There's 3 right there. And then that one right there is a French Berthier. Now, I've been collecting for about 7 years now. Hans, that's wild, man. I'm about to head out. I'll catch you later. I subscribe. Thanks, Austin. Have a great one, man. Do I have any SKSs? I do. I've got 3. Yugo SKS right here. We've got a couple of Narinkos. There's 2 right there. So, hello, friend. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Any snub nose revolvers? I do have one. That right there. Rock Island Armory M206, chambered in 38 special. So, yeah. What's the third lever action from the top? That one is a Heritage Settler. It's a 22 lever action. It's cool. I like it. One of my favorites. It's pretty inexpensive and it's a ton of fun. Okay. My closet's got way too full. Okay, nice. Canon mic. That's awesome. Did I see an old Carcano around? I don't have any right now, Rockwell. I do plan to get some Carcanos, but it's one of the last milsurps that aren't like crazy, crazy expensive. If you were to be stranded in the Alaskan bush wilderness and could only bring one gun, what would I bring? For sure. Actually, not the Cyclops. I'll take the High Point. No, I'm kidding. Realistically, what would I take? I'm trying to think. I feel like a rifle is probably what I would take. It'd be good for bears and all that kind of stuff too. So I might take my Daniel defense. Probably that's what I would lean towards. I don't know. But yeah, any old Russian weapons? Yes, I've got some Soviet stuff. SVT-40 right there. We've got some Mosins, more Mosins, stuff like that. What's the short carbine in the middle with the ring charging handle? Oh, this one right here. This is a Schmidt-Rubin right there. I believe it's Swiss. I believe so. Let's see. Gino, I do plan to do some giveaways for sure. I'm working on some merch, getting some hats and stickers and shirts and all that, mugs. But yeah. I have a Steyr. It is really old, but not military. Chambered in 6.5. Okay, interesting, Malachi. I do have one Steyr M95, but not really sure what it's chambered in. I should probably just take it to a gunsmith and figure it out, but is the bayonet sharp? The one against the door. This one's not really sharp, but hey, Kai, you got it, buddy. Yeah, that one's not too sharp at all. It's pretty blunt. What else we got? What? I'm trying to think. This bayonet right here is pretty sharp up there. The M7. Do I have any 410 cal revolvers or shotguns? I do. This right there, the Taurus Judge. That's a 45 Colt and 410. Guy, deal, buddy, deal. Any CZs or FNs? So no FNs, but I do have a CZ model 27 right there. It's an old German World War II. Well, not really German. It's CZ, but it was made under German occupation. So, yeah. Hey guys, thanks for 69K, 100. We're on the road to 70K. I appreciate you all. People don't like the Judge much, but I do. I do like it. I do. All right. How much money is that? Like all the guns combined? Levi, I'm not really sure. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Got about 90, so we'll see. Hey, Just Be One. How you doing, bud? Thanks for being here. Bros, my dream collection. Hey, thanks. I'm very thankful for what I've got, for sure. Best milsurp rifle for someone starting a collection. A very solid one is, I think, the Mosin. They're not too crazy at this point, but that was the first milsurp I ever got. You can get ammo for it it's pretty readily available. Because I would say Carcanos, but I know people have a hard time finding ammo for it. So I would probably say a Mosin, maybe an SKS too. I'm trying to think, something like that. Bro surviving in an apocalypse. Maybe Mason, maybe. What's the one above the CZ, the old CZ you just showed? That thing looks funky. Oh, this one's a Steyr SPP. So it's a 9 mil. It's kind of like the TMP. It's a civilian version of it, at least. Also, B&T makes these now. The TP9, MP9. So yeah. Okay, no Tech 9s, not yet, gun guy, or AB10s. Any other AKs besides the Zastava? Not really. Technically, I feel like you could call this an AK, the Romanian PSL. But yeah, that's it. Do I have any Gen Glocks? I've got a Glock 19, Gen 5, and then this one's a Glock 21. I don't remember what gen it is, though. Hey, Christian, thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Is that a G36 on the floor? So it's a Beretta ARX. It's a cool one. It's like what, the tactical swordfish or something is I think what people call it. And this one right here is a TAC D 37 millimeter launcher. Okay, guy, what is an AB10? I don't think I've heard of it. So ARX, yeah, Beretta ARX 100. No, I don't have any Husqvarna rifles, but that's pretty cool, man. Bro got everything, and all I got is a Draco and a Glock 17. Dude, that's all you really need, man. Glock is great. I know people hate on the Dracos. I want a Draco for sure. I don't have one, so I don't know a ton on it, but yeah. Oh, he got a Glock with a switch. That's wild, dude. The FRTs now, I mean, they're basically switches at this point, I feel like. Is that a Bison below the handguns? Yeah, so it's a yes and no. It's PSA's version. Okay. Hopefully we're good now. Can you guys hear me? I had a phone call coming in, so maybe that screwed it up, but yeah. All right. That's freaking awesome. How many rounds does it hold? Yeah, so it holds like 52, something like that. 52 or so. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me and all that, but I don't know. I do have a double barrel shotty. I do have a double barrel. It's a Lefevre right here. It's cool. You want to see the Colt Python? Yeah, for sure. Colt Python is right there. 357 Magnum, 38 Special. It's cool. I feel like I say that about everything, though. I'm not really that hard to please. I like just about everything. Okay, no Lancasters. Where's the pink iron? It is right here, right beside the purple and the blue iron. So these are KSA Crickets. I use these for my kids, like to teach them and stuff. So they're great. Great little rifles for sure. Are they toys? Pretty much. I mean, they're real, but they're basically toys. Oh, you meant the pistol. Oh, this one? This one is, what is it? SIG 938. It's a 9mm, got it for my wife. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's purple. It's purple. How about double barrel? No Ithacas. Yeah, no Ithacas. How many AK variants? I don't have that many. I've got like a Zastava M70. Technically the PSA sizing, but that I don't even really count it. And I've got a Romanian PSL. So. Gold Desert Eagle's right there. Okay, I see you have some World War II guns. I do. I've got a lot of World War II, some World War I, some things as old as the Civil War, but mostly a lot of Cold War stuff too, I feel like. You know, there's more guns there than the whole of the UK. Yeah, maybe, man. I see changes. Did you change? I think I probably changed some stuff. Huge Tiger. What's that revolver next to the Deagle? I will show you. So we've got the Earl from North American Arms. It's a 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum. I've also got the Smith & Wesson Model 2. That's a 1864, but yeah. Carl, I save up. I pretty much never use credit cards for getting guns or anything. That's just a great way to go into debt, in my opinion. But yeah, so for me, I just save up. Get rid of whatever I don't need and go that way. Yes, there is a Nambu. Nambu is right here. Type 14 chambered an 8mm Nambu. Is that an MP40? No MP40s. I've got a BB gun version, but not a real one. So, which one is my favorite? There's a lot that are my favorites, I feel like. But I do like the SVT-40 a ton. It's awesome. 38 Smith & Wesson revolver. Do you put all those up in a closet or something when you're done? Or do you got to get them out every time you want to go live? So most of the time, if I know I'm going to go live, like later in the day or right in the morning, I'll keep them out. But if not, yeah, I put them up, and it's a pain. Logistically moving and stuff, oh my gosh. It makes you wish you never had all these, but it's a good problem to have, I feel like. All right. What was the fastest time you've reloaded a gun? I need to like practice that, to be honest. I don't think I've ever timed myself. Any Berettas? I really, really want a Beretta 92. Beretta M9. I carried one in the Army. This is the only Beretta for now. Beretta ARX. I love it. What's my EDC? A Glock 19. Do I have a weapon that is more than 100 years old? Yes, I do. So this Mosin right here, it's an Imperial Mosin, made in 1898. Happy birthday, Charlie. Rest easy. God bless the Second Amendment. Amen. Amen. Hey, Dan, thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate you. I really didn't know it was his birthday, but yeah. Thanks, guys. Let's get some W's in the chat for Dan. I appreciate you being here, brother. And let's get you a ping. So anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Garand ping as a thank you. So Dan, this one's for you, brother. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. So if you guys want me to rack anything, send a super chat and let me know what you want me to rack, and I will do it. All right, get that back on the wall. And here we go. Okay. What kind of helmet are those? Okay, I'll show you. So you got a German Stahlhelm, something like that. And we've got a Navy Talker helmet. World War II US. I got that in Hawaii. But yeah, also don't mind this bag of hands right here. It's these right here, these little hands. So I know that's a little weird looking, but anyway. Also, yeah, we do have a couple of new Legos out. Some people tend to like that, so. Did I see a Mauser? The only Mauser I've got is a Spanish Mauser right here. I am a dad. I've got 4 kids. I'm 28, and yeah. So these right here, these are for my kids. I teach them with those, so yeah. What's the most jams I've experienced on a gun? Probably, I feel like double feats or something. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think, but yeah. Okay, I've never seen the helmet on the right before, which is really cool. It is a cool one, yeah. Do I have any Norway or Finnish weapons? I don't think so. Is that a Carcano to the right? So it's a Steyr M95. Yeah, we do have some Legos, guys. Okay. Yeah, I don't get rid of any of these. Anytime I've gotten rid of any of these guns, I've really just regretted it. So I just hold on to everything pretty much. So, and they tend to be pretty good investments, so at least the old stuff. Spider-Man, no, man. Would you say the Remington 700 is a top-tier rifle? I think I've heard great things. I don't have one personally, so I can't really speak to it, but I feel like it's got a pretty good reputation, so. Should get a Lego gun. I can work on that. Love Life, that's wild, dude. Wild. America, baby, absolutely. I need to buy a few. Yeah. Anyway. Why do you encourage your kids for violence? I definitely don't. We just do target shooting. It's actually a ton of fun. So, do you have the Gewehr that was in COD World at War? Yeah. Gewehr 43 right there. So, it's a German World War II rifle. Essentially, we've got different battle rifles for different countries. So, SVT-40 was the Soviet Union's battle rifle. Gewehr 43 was the US, oh my gosh, Germany's. And then the M1 Garand was the US's version. Also, we do have an M1 carbine right here. This is a World War I Ross rifle, Mark II. And this is a Vietnam trench shotgun. Winchester Model 1200, made in 1968. It's a cool one. They're all real, Ace. All real. Okay, Mosin Nagant. I do have a couple of Mosins. This one's an Imperial one, so prior to the Soviet Union, made in 1898. And then the rest of my Mosins are all Soviet, so. Do I collect Call of Duty guns specifically? Not really. I just collect like mostly old stuff. I do have new stuff as well, but I really like old military surplus stuff. So, no dissents from CMMG. M16A4 clone. No, the only M16 style is the Colt SP1 right here. All right, revolver question: Colt or Smith & Wesson? I definitely got more Colts than I do Smith & Wessons, but I don't mind either. Got a Colt Army Special right here, made 1913. That one's chambered in 38 Special. And then got the Colt Python right there. It's a 357 Magnum, 38 Special. Hang on, my TV just turned off, so let me get that going with the live feed thing. All right, it's back on. All right, guys, we are at 69K, almost 150 subs. I appreciate all you guys. Nice lever actions, thanks. Okay, what's the average price of an M1? Cody, you should definitely be able to find them for less than that. That's a ridiculous price. Nice green screen, I promise the real, I promise. Yo, you should stream you shooting for real. So I can't on YouTube, but I think I can on Twitch. So if that's something you guys want me to do, I could definitely do that. Okay, 007 gun, closest thing is this PA63. Kind of looks like the PPK, this one right there. But yeah. Other than North Carolina, it seems hard to find one. I really want one. Okay, I'm from North Carolina, man. From like kind of close to Charlotte. And I lived out in Fayetteville for a couple years. But you should be able to find something. I don't know. I check some of your local shops and maybe Gunbroker, something like that. How good am I at fighting, though? I could always be better, that's for sure. You can make a video of him shooting. Yeah, definitely. What's your most unusual gun that I have? The most unusual, probably, I don't know. What do we got? Unusual. This one's kind of unusual. Croatian PHP MV9. I'm close to Charlotte, too, so if you got any suggestions, I'm open. So I don't know if you know where, like, Gastonia, Kings Mountain are, but I'm kind of closer to there. There's some really big gun shop in Charlotte, though. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called, but it's like a huge gun shop. I don't know. Most of the stuff I got on like Gunbroker, Arms List. Sometimes I go to gun shops, but not really. But okay, I take my bow any day. Nice, man. Hello from Vermont. Do you deer hunt? I need to. I haven't really done much deer hunting, but I do plan to. Dream gun, probably an MP40, something like that. Transferable. Okay. Do you have that one German pistol that was used in World War II? I've got some Lugers, if that's... You're talking about Lugers? I've got one there. And one there. Yeah, I haven't had any squibs or anything. I feel like that's pretty dangerous, so... Yeah, I haven't had any of those yet. Okay, you're in zombies. You have to pack-a-punch 2 of these weapons. Which one are you pack-a-punching? I'll do the Colt. We'll get that, what, Mustang and Sally? Something like that. I'll check Gunbroker. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Gunbroker should have some, man, that aren't too crazy. Also, I think the CMP, Civilian Marksmanship Program, are starting... They're going to make new production M1 Garands. I want to say it's going to be like 1,900 beans. YouTube is weird, so I have to say beans, but yeah. Yep, they're all fake. Rex, you're absolutely right, buddy. It's been an elaborate ruse. Okay. What's my favorite semi-auto? I'm trying to think. I really love taking that Colt SP1 to the range. One of my absolute favorites is a SVT40, though. 7.62x54. It's great. Do you have any M1917s or Victory? I don't. Not yet, James. I think they're pretty cool. Guten Tag. Hey, how you doing, Demo? How you doing, bud? My dream gun is the Car 15 from Black Hawk Down. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, Black Hawk Down is such a good movie. And a good book and all that, so. All right, do you have a Mosin? I've got a few. Got about 8 Mosins. They're pretty cool. I like them. That Colt is also in the Mission SOG. It's been a long time since I played Call of Duty. So, do they all function? Yeah, no, they all function. Most old guns are going to be fine. Most military surplus stuff are fine to fire and all that, so. All right. Let's see. Ash rail. Yeah, it's worth a little bit. Biggest caliber gun is 4570 out of that Cyclops. Also 4570 out of the rolling block, Remington rolling block. And what do we got? What else we got? Springfield trapdoor rifle right there. Demo, okay, you visited Utah Dad yesterday and got a sticker. Nice, man. I need to do some giveaways for sure. Can I please show my most exclusive? So the one that's worth the most by far is this Trink shotgun right here. It's a Winchester Model 1200. It's a cool one. Made in 1968. What's a good one for a boar? Boar, like a wild pig kind of thing, or I don't know. If so, there's lots of good options for sure. I am immensely impressed. Amanda, thanks. I appreciate you. Lethal Jack, how you doing? Where Leonfield? Leonfield is right there. Number 1 Mark III. So the SMLE, love it. Have any AR-10s? No, none of those. That shotgun is more than the Desert Eagle. Yes, the Trink shotgun's worth probably 10K, somewhere around in there. It's kind of hard to know. They don't come up for sale very often, so it just depends. 10 mil is commonly used for boar and bear. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, great option. These are fake, right? They're all real, I promise. All real. Any World War II guns? Yes. SVT-40 right here. So this is the Soviet battle rifle, World War II. This is the German battle rifle, Gewehr 43. M1 Garand. M1 Carbine. This is a Vietnam Trink shotgun, but all right. Matthias, I gotta check again. I think I saw your post. I can't remember though. No Thompsons, not yet. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Any wacky ones? These are kind of cool. These little 22 single shots. How come I don't touch them? It's YouTube's rules. You can't pick anything up, so. But yeah, they're all real. I've got lots of videos on the channel shooting them, so. Great collection. Love the Lugers. Thanks, man. No Tommy guns, not yet. Still cool, brother. Operator, I appreciate you. Cheapest gun, probably also your favorite, the High Point. I know you guys like it. Don't lie. You love the High Point. But was that a gold 50 Desert Eagle? It is, yes. 50 Action Express, pretty ridiculous. Okay, rarest is that Trink shotgun. And someone was asking about the wall. Yeah, this is hold-up displays, tactical gun wall. It's got slat boards and all that go together. It's awesome. I love it. They sent it to me for review, but I love it, seriously. All right, 22 Magnum. I do have a few 22 Magnums. Right here is the Earl, North American Arms. That's a 22 long rifle, also 22 Magnum. What else we got? This Heritage Rough Rider, Heritage Barkeep, they both do 22 long rifle and 22 Magnum. Now you got to change out the cylinder, but they do. But yeah, you start a collection of swords and bayonets. I should. I've got one sword, World War II, Japanese Matchlock. Sorry, that's right there, and it's also not World War II. World War II Type 95 Shingunto sword. So sorry, my brain gets a little fried on these lives. So smallest gun probably gonna be this one right here, Phoenix Arms Raven. That's a little Saturday night special handgun. So what kind of, yes, it is a real Shingunto. I think it was painted by the last guy, but it is real. This one right here is a Yugo SKS. Someone was asking. Over here, we got a couple of Norinco Chinese SKSs. Dragunov SVD, I don't have one. I've got a Romanian PSL right there. Hate small revolvers. I don't know why. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of the Earl. It's just too small. But it is what it is. Where is the trapdoor? I've got a trapdoor rifle right over here. 4570, made in 1893. It's cool. I love it. Ton of fun. No MG42s yet, Brando. Not yet. Hey, guys, thanks for subbing. 69K 200. I appreciate you guys. M1 Garand. I do have an M1 Garand. Anytime we get super chats, we do a ping with it. So it's right there. What was the Raving Chamberlain? It's 25 auto. Small revolvers, no good. Big revolvers, heck yeah, absolutely. Completely agree. You want to see a Mosin? You got it. Got a couple of Mosins right there. Hey, King, you're good, buddy. Thanks for being here. Do I collect camo uniforms? Not really. I would like the gun prop from Starship Troopers. Great movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah. Cody, thanks for subbing, man. Also, my name's Cody. I appreciate you. What do I daily carry? I've got the Glock 19 right here. That is my concealed carry. I love it. America, absolutely. What's this one? Are you talking about this one up here? The HK SR9T. A couple, I don't remember what I said a couple to, but yeah. Do you have a gun from the 80s? Yeah, pretty much the most 80s looking gun is that Steyr SPP, in my opinion. It just looks like something a bad guy would carry. Commander Cody from Star Wars, yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely like some Star Wars. Got a few Star Wars Legos over there. Just a little bit of a nerd, but okay. That HK has to be like 12K. Yeah, it's something like that. It's 10 to 12, maybe K, something like that. Okay. I'll donate enough for an MP40. Don't make me. I'll donate. You won't do it. Isaiah, you won't do it, buddy. That's okay. You don't have to do it. So, Chris Vector, no Chris Vectors. AWM, no AWMs either. Hey, military fan, thanks for donating, man. Thanks for the $1. I do appreciate it. Let's get some W's in the chat for a military fan. You guys hang around. We're about to do a ping from the M1 Garand. So anytime we get super chats, we do a ping. If there's something else you want me to rack, just send a super chat and let me know, and I will do it. But here's an M1 Garand ping. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. A military fan, I appreciate you, dude. Let's get this back on the wall, and we'll keep going. All right. All right, I don't think I missed anything. Let me double check. Nope, we are good to go. Do I like Desert Eagles? I do. I've got one. And I figured if I was going to get a Desert Eagle, it should just be the most ridiculous one. So I got the gold tiger striped. It's cool. Kind of impractical, but it's fun. Yep, they're all real. LOL, they're all real. No long slide 1911s. The hardest hitting gun, the one with the most recoil, is a Cyclops, for sure. Yeah, none of those, the Endless, none of those yet. Any Glocks? I've got 3. I've only got 2 out right now. Glock 21, Glock 19. Winchester lever, and I'll donate. So I don't have any Winchester lever actions. I do have a clone of the Winchester, the 1873. This one is a Uberti clone. This one's a Winchester. It's a Heritage Settler in 22. Stevens Falling Block up there, and then the only Winchester I do have is this old Trink shotgun made in 1968. So I do need the gun from Judge Dredd. Yeah, that's for sure. How much have I spent on my collection? I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to go through and actually tally it up because a lot of it's went up in value since I've gotten it. I started collecting about 7 years ago. But yeah. Hey, Mr. Glock, thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate you. Am I John Wick? No, I'm like the Wish version. I'm like Juan Wick or something. But do I have the 1903? No. Yeah, no 1903s. No BARs, no full autos. LO Man, yeah, none of those either. But any full autos? Yeah, no full autos, guys. Juan Wish, yeah, pretty much, dude. I got the hardware, I just don't have the skills. No full autos. My grandpa has a 1912 gun, he said. It's, okay, interesting, Ian, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, Cody, probably around there. I'm thinking maybe 80K or so, probably for all of them, but right around in there somewhere. Yep, got a couple of Lucas guys. There's one right here. And right there. Yes, I do have a Red Ryder. That's the first BB gun I ever got. My parents did the typical thing where I watched A Christmas Story, and they made me think I was going to get one, then they didn't give it to me, and then eventually they did, and yeah, it was super excited. I remember that day. Okay, Red Ryder is legendary for sure, yeah. No SA-80s. No SA-80s. Is it a PSG-1? So kind of. It's the poor man's PSG-1. HK SR9T. It's a pre-banned, so he's got banned eventually, but it says made in West Germany, HK. Yeah, it's cool. 762 by 51 NATO. All right, what's that above the VP9SK? Major respect for the name, but hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, John. So, yep, VP9SK. This one's a Croatian PHP MV9. It's a 9mm. It's a weird one. I like it, though. Definitely a cool one. It's the Desert Eagle 357. So it's 50 Action Express, 50 AE. Now, the Colt Python is 357 Magnum, but yeah. Bro's ready for World War III? Not really. I feel like most of this stuff is old, pretty outdated. Yep, Mud Racer for sure, man. For sure. Yep, I've got a Beretta right here. Alessandro. Beretta ARX. Love that thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Rax never had to shoot anybody. Came close a couple times, but never did. So thankfully, I don't want to. So have a complete PSG1, not original, but built. Nice, Paul. That's awesome. Yep, Desert Eagle is right there. All right. Hopcorn, yeah. If there's a nuke from Russia, there's bigger problems than losing the guns. That's for sure. So, Mauser C96. I do want one for sure. If you had to choose to defend your house on your own, what gun would I pick? I can get 3. And that has to be whatever's in here. It's going to be Daniel Defense AR, Glock 19. I guess I'll take the Trank shotgun. We'll do it. My MOS 35 mic, Human Intelligence Collector. I do like interrogations, debriefings, stuff like that. Cool, calm, collective, sober. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta. If you're gonna conceal carry, you gotta be. Like, you can't be looking for a gunfight. But anyway, little carbine on the ground. Trying to think. Beretta ARX. Got a few over here though. B&T GHM9, Keltec Sub 9, PSA Stizen. These are a couple of launchers. Daniel Defense, High Point carbine as well. So, okay, the Beretta is what you were looking at. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, Rex, have a great one, brother. Thanks for being here. Okay, Edward MacArthur, absolutely. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Do you have any ammo? I do not have ammo for every gun. I'm constantly running out, so yeah. Close up of the Daniel Defense. Yeah, you got it. So DDM4 V7 Pro, it's got this ATI or SAI LPVO. I like it. It's really cool. Up here we got another Streamlight weapon light. I forget the designation on that, but I put it on there a couple of years ago. So okay, the one with the round mag is from Call of Duty Ghost. Round mag. Oh, you're talking about the PSA Stizen? Yeah. All right, nice and simple rifle for sure. Victor, thanks so much, man. Have a great one. What caliber do you think you have the most ammo for? 22 by far. There is 5,000 rounds of 22 in that, so. And I've got, it's a mess, sorry. But I think there's another like 5,000 rounds in there too, so. Okay. Kim, if that's true, that's crazy. You in America? I am. I'm out in Missouri, the Midwest, kind of near Kansas City. If you guys know where that is. I'm sure most of you guys do, but more so for the people outside the U.S. All right. I don't live in Texas. I used to live in North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, so I'll go back there eventually. I do have a Nagant. I don't have a Nagant revolver, but I do have some Mosins. Got about 8. No 50 BMGs yet. We'll get there. What gun am I taking in a zombie apocalypse? Depends on what kind of zombies we're talking about, but probably the Colt SP1 with the bayonet. Probably take that Trank shotgun as well, because I can throw a bayonet on that too. So, I did visit Chicago once. It was interesting, that's for sure. So, Dream Room, yeah, definitely. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm very thankful for what I've got. I just like coming in here and feeling like I'm in a museum, I guess. So, hey guys, thanks. 69K, almost 300. You guys are I really appreciate you guys. Also got in a car accident, a bad one. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm glad you're okay, though. Yep, I am in your neck of the woods. Kind of close to, yeah, Wichita's not too far from me. So, do you have a gun that you regret getting rid of? Absolutely. Every one of them I've gotten rid of, to be honest. I got rid of a Glock 19, Gen 3? a Flat Dark Earth or something, and wish I would have gotten rid of that. Same with a VZ 2008, a Mosin PU, stuff like that. So, hey, Emily, how you doing? Yep, SVT 40 is right there. Do you love the Trink shotguns? Good old, yeah, absolutely. Trink shotguns are great. I want more of them. So, Deagle is clean. Thanks. I need more ammo for it. I'm constantly running out of ammo. So, all right, Ryan, thanks so much, brother. What gun am I taking to a bank robbery? Dude, I have no idea. Can I test the guns, please? Yeah, I take them to the range all the time. Lots of videos on the channel, so I just can't touch any on stream. So about 50 I regret getting rid of, but still got a bunch. Absolutely, Paul. That's how it goes. Anytime I get rid of any, I just regret it, man. I do. No M1As. No M1As. The Army also had trench guns. Yeah, for sure. I really want a Winchester 1897, like an actual trench model, but eventually we'll get there. Welcome to LA. I've been to LA a couple times. It was interesting, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, pretty much, not Daniel. Pretty much, man. Any 308s? Closest thing. Well, no, I do have a 308. Spanish Mauser right there. Do I have a musket? I've got a couple of muskets. There's a Matchlock musket and a Colt rifled musket from 1862, something like that. But yeah. What was I going to say? I forget. Scar H or Scar L? I'd take either, to be honest. Yeah. So the Dragunov is actually a Romanian PSL. 7.62 by 54 rimmed. Wait, 7.62 by 54. Sorry, I was like spouting off 7.62 by 51 NATO. I haven't even left Chicago or Michigan. I was supposed to. Okay. Butler, Indiana. Nice, man. Monster Truck Museum. Stop showing me your guns. I want to see that cute face. I can show you guys me if you guys want to see me, I guess, but you guys are here for the guns, not me. I need to get a JTAC. Why does that sound familiar? JTAC. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm in hospital recovering. Well, hopefully you recover really well, man. Or Kim, I guess maybe you're not a man, but I appreciate you being here. Seriously. HK TMP or PSG1? I would take a TMP for sure. Wait, HK? I think Steyr made the TMP. Here for the guns, not you. You right. Exactly, buddy. Exactly. Question, if someone breaks into the home, yeah, I would grab the Trink shotgun. Someone was knocking on my like walls in the middle of the night, like a couple nights in a row. I did grab the Trink shotgun, so anyway, he eventually stopped, but he was definitely on something. But anyway, any flintlocks? No flintlocks. How about a Remington Army 44? An M60 revolver? I have no idea what that is. I'll take an actual, like an M60 though. I wouldn't mind that. 7.62 by 55 is NATO 308, not 7.62 by 51. Yeah, so the only 308 I've got is that one right there. And then that one up there is 7.62 by 51 NATO. How do I like the slat wall worth the price? I do. So full disclosure, Hold Up Displays sent me this for free. So I love it, obviously. But I don't have to like say positive things about it. I can just say what I really think about it. And I really do like it. So if you guys are like thinking about something like this, you can mention me, the Arms Room, and they'll give you a discount. But anyway, I definitely don't want to ever like shill things that I don't believe in. So, but I did my research. I knew I would really like this thing, and I do. So, big guns, small guns, guns. Exactly, Stevie. A lot of guns. Bearded, thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. Smallest gun is going to be, this one right here. Probably the Phoenix Arms Raven. Yeah. There's a crazy drunk dude around my place this weekend yelling that he wanted someone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, some people are a little bit crazy, especially when you get alcohol and drugs involved and all that. So, yeah. Biggest thing is if you're concealed carrying, don't go looking for a fight. And I feel like most people that do concealed carry, they're not. They're doing it to protect themselves, their family, things like that. So let's see. Thoughts on Glock 20? I need one. I do. More guns than the Taliban. I don't know. The Taliban's got some crazy stuff, for sure. Nothing happened, luckily. Yeah, that's good. Do you have the phase plasma rifle in 40-watt range? I do not. Someone says that at least once every stream. I love it every time. So thanks, buddy. You're the first. So the new Keltec 12 gauge. I haven't heard about the new one. I'll have to look into it. We'll have to see. Yep, they're all real. All real, guys. Okay. 50 cal Desert Eagle in gold. It's a little ridiculous. Took a lot of headshots, but I got it. Are you planning to buy the Colibri? Oh, that mini pistol like Battlefield 1? Yeah, I'd love to have one. I'm sure they're super rare though. No 44 Magnums, not yet. I don't know if it's the KSG. What is the new Keltec shotgun? I don't think I've heard of it. I do know of the KSG and all that, but do I have a 1911? I do. I have a 1911 made in 1917, Colt U.S. Army. So it's a World War I, 1911. I like it a lot. It's awesome. Okay. Yes, these are legal 37 millimeter launchers, completely legal. So what's the worst gun I've got? They're all pretty great. This one needs some work, so I'm going to say that PA-63 doesn't work right now, but yeah. What rifle is above the 1911? This is an HK SR9T. Yeah, if you use HE rounds, I think you have to do probably like destructive device stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of paperwork and stuff. I haven't never done any like that, but we'll see. No pit vipers. Richie never had to. Yeah, never had to do that. I hope I never do. So 69K 300. I appreciate you guys. Gotta have an FEL or FFL. Is that what you're meaning, Captain? I know sometimes it autocorrects, so but I could be wrong too. No gun stores. I'm thinking about getting an FFL though. Yeah, you don't have to with 37. I think there's some things you can do for like destructive device for the 37, but like most of all this stuff is, well, all of it's completely fine. Smoke is fine. These like firework rounds are completely fine. Had some flashbangs too, so yeah. Any Civil War stuff? Yeah, definitely. I've got a Smith & Wesson Model 2 Army. This one's made in 1864, 32 rimfire. That one's a cool piece of history. What else we got? Colt rifled musket. It was like someone kind of refurbished it a little bit, but I'll take it to the range at some point. We'll get there. Yep, Krag is right there. Krag rifle, 30-40. It's cool. Yeah, no, I promise I'm sane. I'm just like to collect old guns. So, do I have a Enfield 303? I do. Lee Enfield #1 Mark III right there. We've got a P14 Enfield as well. And we've got a Ross Rifle Mark II. Do you like to eat ranch with everything? I did when I was like younger, but yeah, not anymore. Are you going to fire all those simultaneously from different angles? Absolutely. Diagnosis. Red Dead weapons. Yes, I do. The Remington rolling block is right there. The trapdoor rifle, I think, was in Red Dead, as well as the Krag. Obviously, some lever actions, stuff like that. What else? I don't know, some stuff like that. M70, I do. M70 is right there. FEL is, okay, it's for the high explosive. Federal Explosive License. That makes sense. Captain, yeah. I've actually never heard of it, but I definitely believe it because I've never really looked into that stuff, so. But nearly impossible without an R. Okay, yeah. And obviously I don't have a need for it besides making YouTube videos, which I'm sure YouTube would demonetize that into oblivion, but yeah. M4A1, I don't have one. Obviously carried one in the Army, but M4 V7 Pro, like Daniel Defense, M4 V7 Pro. But yeah. As a Canadian, I'm so envious. Incredible collection. Hey, thanks, Matthew. Thanks for being here. Yes, so this is a real HK rifle, HK SR9T. It's like the poor man's PSG-1. All right. This is any history and gun nerds dreams. This is fire. Hey, Brooklyn, thanks. Yeah, definitely a nerd for old military history and stuff like that, so. No Suomis. I don't know how you say it. I think it's Suomi. None of those. Any Soviet guns besides the AK? Got a couple of Mosins, a lot of Soviet Mosins, and then I've got one of my favorites is going to be the SVT-40. Love that thing. Let's see, most expensive. The thing that's worth the most by far, Winchester Model 1200, that Trink shotgun right there. All right, any multi-cal. I guess technically like the Beretta ARX could be 223, 556. The Colt Python's 357, 38 as well. So your house catches on fire, you can only grab one gun. Which one is it? Absolutely, without a doubt, the High Point. Not really. I'd grab that Trink shotgun right there. Tommy, I just like guns. I got a lot of old guns, so if you guys got questions, throw it in the chat. Even if you don't like guns, you can totally ask whatever. It's not going to make me upset or anything, so. Based High Point, yeah. Riley, thanks. I appreciate you. Looking to expand your collection always. There's always more to get. You never like get to this point or like, wow, I feel fulfilled. Like there's always one more that you want, and it never satisfies you. So, all right. Got a few, guys. Got a few. Yep, Steyr SPP is on the shelf. Good eye. Right there. You just have an HK G3 scrap. Yeah. What's the white helmet? That is a Navy Talker helmet. A World War II U.S. helmet from World War II, sorry. So I was stationed out in Hawaii for a while. I got it over at Pearl Harbor. I got two, actually. So, all right. Do you have a P08? I've got two. No, I don't think they're original. It's like the artillery kind, but they're not original artillery Lugers, I don't think. There's one. Up here is another one. So, love the Lego sets. Hey, Guns and Bricks. Thanks, bud. Do I have a Barrett 50 cal? Not yet. We'll get there, though. The rarest one I've got by far is going to be Winchester Model 1200. The Black Revolver. Colt Army Special, made 1913. Or, right there, Rock Island Armory M206. So, yeah. Oh, okay, Guns and Bricks. Nice, man. Nice. Any vest, bulletproof? I need to get some body armor. I do. All right, this right here, yeah, German helmet. What are the holes for in the Trink shotgun? Looks crazy. So yeah, this is a heat shield. So it kind of goes over the barrel. I think it's supposed to help it cool it, or maybe protect your hands. I don't know. I can't remember which, but yeah, that's what that is. It also has the bayonet lug right there. So you can mount a bayonet on it. This one does not slam fire, sadly, but it is what it is. Hey, P Money, yeah, no FNs, not yet. No 5.7s. Definitely a cool gun though, man. No arms dealer, just a collector. Arms dealer would be kind of cool, I think, but yeah, no. I'm trying to become a pilot. That's what I'm going for right now. My favorite weapon is the M1. I do like the M1. I guess which one? I do like the M1 Garand, and I do like the M1 Carbine. So, Miami City, they're pretty much all functional. Some need a little bit of work. That Gewehr 43 needs some work. The PA63 right there needs work. But just about everything else is good. Listen, I'm a gun type of guy. I know how to hold a toy gun, probably a real one too. Hey, average YouTube short scroller, thanks for being here, man. So you can be an armed smuggler with that pilot license. I guess I could, probably, Captain. Probably so. Where's the AKs at? I don't have many. I've got a Zastava M70 right there, and then a Romanian PSL. So yeah. Are the FALs SA58s? Yeah, they're pretty readily available, I think. You can definitely get some from DSA. You can get some of the more rare ones that are, I guess, pre-bands and all that, but that's what I want, so. All right, it's a IWI Masada from the side of the P320. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what a Masada is off the top of my head. No Glock 17s. No Chiappa Rhinos. Not yet. SVT-40 is right there. Yep. That Magnum is madness. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you. Guns, you're good, man. You're good. Do you see guns as a store value? For sure. Yeah, most of the old stuff does go up in value. The new stuff, not as much. But like most of these Mosins have went up, almost doubled from what I got them for. Dude has Legos, must be a trust fund kid. I promise I'm not. Yeah, no. I probably would be rich if I didn't have all these, but here we are. So, do you have guns from Brazil? I do have the Taurus Judge, right there. No 3030s. And nice collection. Thanks, man. Anything from the Revolution? I don't think so. No Revolutionary War stuff. The only thing that would be like older than that would be that Japanese Matchlock right there. Probably 1600, 1700, something like that. No LMGs. I have shot a 240 Bravo, a 249, saw all that, but that was just in the Army, so yeah. I'd love to have one. I just don't have any. Okay, no atom bombs. Not yet. Not yet, dude. Love the cowboy rifles. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Yep, Desert Eagle is right there. 50 Action Express. Pretty ridiculous, but I feel like Pablo Escobar anytime I take that to the range, so. Americans know how to live? Yeah, I reckon so. Car 98Ks, none of those yet. Sick collection, thanks. I appreciate that. Would I get rid of any of them? Miami City, probably not. I just feel like I regret anything I ever get rid of. So, Glock 19s, yeah, that's what I carry. Carry a Glock 19. Got the RMR up there, TLR Streamlight. So, any Mausers? I need a C96 for sure. Not yet. Want to add a Turkish Mauser? I'd love to have one, yeah, for sure. Nice 22 revolvers. Hey, thanks. 000. I appreciate that. Welcome from Siberia. Hey, Cosmic, thanks for being here. Like my new profile picture. Yeah, Mango. Thanks for being here, bud. All right, what is my favorite? Probably SVT-40. It's a cool one. All right. What gun do I regret getting rid of? The Mosin PU Sniper, for sure. Mango, yeah, your profile picture is peak. That's nice, dude. How accurate are the lasers? I feel like they're pretty accurate. Is that an M16 Vietnam era? So it's a Colt SP1. It's a civilian version of the M16. So what's the old Sammy guns? I'm not sure. How many years did it take you to acquire your collection? So about 7 years. I started when I was probably, I'm trying to think. Once I got back from deployment, I started collecting, and that was 2019. So what is that, 7 years, something like that? All right. Hey, you're good. Mango, absolutely. No worries, buddy. You pop out whenever you need to. How much is a PU scope and moving mount to buy them? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know how much they've went up over the years, so it's been a while since I looked at one. All right, I'm going to drink some water, guys. I've been yapping for about an hour, so. One sec. If you hear some gulping, that's what it is. I'm just drinking some water. Hang on. All right. Glock 23. No Glock 23s. Want a revolver? I like revolvers. I do. Okay. My grandpa served in the Korean War. Passed away a few years ago. You got anything from that time? I feel like they used M1 Garands and M1 carbines probably still then, and I would assume they used 1911s as well. But nothing like actually dated to the Korean War. Okay, subscribed. Hey, thanks. My Mosin bayonets won't fit my 1932 Mosin. Do you have any clue why they get stuck? I'm not sure. Off the top of my head, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. Have M1 and Golden Eagle. I do need one. Yeah, I do. Any SBRs? Not yet. I debating on SBRing that GHM9, maybe the PSA Stizen, something like that. How many guns total are we looking at right now? About 90. There's about 90 guns or so. And I'm constantly acquiring more, so yeah. How many beans was Goldie? Goldie was about 3,600 beans, but that was, how many years ago? That was like 2022. So they may have went up a little bit. Was your 1911 made in 1911? So mine was made in 1917. So it's a Colt U.S. Army, World War I, 1911. What's that? Or was that a foldable Kel-Tec? Yes. So this is the Sub 9. It's the predecessor to the Sub 2000. Okay. Got a Banshee SBR. What? That sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. All right. Which one needs maintenance and care? The Gewehr 43 for sure. And yeah, no, they're about 50, okay, 5K beans now, depending on that gold model. Yeah, it was ridiculous. The gold was like an extra 1,000 beans, which is ridiculous. But I figured if I didn't get that, I'd always want one. So I just figured I'd just do it once and be done with it. Have any guns seen combat? Probably so, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to know. Of course, I've gotten some, and people have told me stories like, "Oh, this was used," but you never really know if it's true. Some of them might just be saying that to try to get you to give more money and all that. So, any MGs? No, no, nothing full auto. All right. Will you ever be like, okay, I'm finally satisfied and have all the guns that I want, or will you never be satisfied and always want more guns? I feel like pretty much you'll always kind of want more. But that just goes with everything, not just guns. You know, it's just material stuff. So for me, family and faith is way more important than just material stuff. You can't take it with you. So that's just the way I feel about it. So not trying to get super deep on you guys, but yeah. No P90s. Any French guns? I do have a French Berthier right there. I think that's the only French gun I've got. So, all right, SKS price. I don't know what they go for now. I've got a couple of Norenkos right there, and I've got a Yugo as well. Do I want a North Korean Mosin sling? Yeah, for sure, dude. We want to see the weapons test live. Yeah, I've got lots of videos on the channel. I think the latest video was this Colt SP1. Shooting that, so. Largest caliber is a 4570 out of that Cyclops. Also, the Remington rolling block, also 4570, and Springfield trapdoor rifle right there. So if you guys don't know what 4570 looks like, for comparison, that's a 22, that's a 9mm, and then that right there is a 4570. So crazy bean counts these days for the classics. Absolutely. Yeah, they constantly go up. So, Stefano, hey, thanks for being here, man. Is this GTA 6? I feel like GTA 6 will never be here. So, dope setup. Do you have any nods? Dude, I need some nods. The only nods I've ever used were like PVS 14s. I've seen the PVS 7s. I've never used them. I saw some Special Forces guys with the PVS 31s. I think that's the dual tubes, but I need some. I do. Maybe some thermal too, but we'll get there. All right. Every day you wait to buy Milsurp? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Elmer Fudd's back. Hey, Robert, how you doing, buddy? All right. Do you have an SVD? No SVDs. I've got a Romanian PSL though. Steyr. I do have one Steyr. It is actually I got two. Steyr SPP right there. And then a Steyr M95 right there. Navy Colts, I need some. I do. Do you enjoy shooting your Cyclops? I can't imagine you like shooting that gun. I do not. I do not enjoy the Cyclops. That thing is wild. It almost flies out of my hand every time. It's crazy. Tesso, I do not. I do not. All right. Do you have an AK? I do. Zastava M70 right there. I guess also Romanian PSL. Can I legally shoot on a live stream? I have a range in my backyard and lots of viewers. Yeah, you could. So here's the thing. You can't do it, like you can't pick anything up on stream. You can't touch it or show the gun like with it in your hand. But I think you could show the target and you could probably shoot the target. Just don't show the gun. Now on Twitch, you can completely show all that stuff, but yeah. So, but yeah. What are the 37 millimeters? I'll show you. So I've got a few right over here. We've got the Federal Riot Gun. That's an old 37 millimeter launcher. The TAC 79. Let me just show it a little closer. So we got the TAC 79 right here. That one came from Exotic Ammo. Federal Riot Gun. That one was used, what is it? Northern Ireland in the Troubles. I believe the British used them. This is a TAC D launcher right here. That's also a 37 millimeter, I think, firework round. So, yeah. I've been collecting about 7 years. What happened to my arm? Nothing happened to it. I'm totally fine. I just used this bayonet to get past some of YouTube's weird rules. So, I've went through a total of 3 rounds with that Cyclops. So if you guys ever shoot a Cyclops, wear gloves. I did not. That was a huge mistake. It will cut your thumb up like crazy. So that's what happened to me. But anyway, any M1 Garands. Yeah, I've got a Garand right here. Anytime we get super chats, I do a ping with it as a thank you. You can hold a bayonet, but not a gun. It is weird. Yeah, it's weird. Well, this guy's ready somewhat. I feel like most of this stuff's old, so. No nods. Not yet. I want some PVS 14s, but not yet. Make sure that you don't know if any guns saw combat. Yeah, I kind of feel like the Mosins probably saw some sort of conflict. I've got so many of them too, so I guess like law of probability says they probably did. But PEC 15 would be cool too, yeah. Hold on, did you just say you cannot show your guns handling physically on live? Yes, you can't pick them up on live streams. You can on regular videos, just not on a live stream. No 4 bores, but yeah. All right, guys, we are almost at 300 likes. If you guys like what you see, double tap that screen. It really does help the stream out. Okay, it's pronounced Steyr? Steyr? Okay, interesting. Well, I appreciate that, Dragon. I learn something new every day, so. Okay, M1 Carbine. Yes, M1 Carbine is right here. Right there. Have I tried? No, I haven't shot that one, the Steyr M95. Not yet. So, do I watch Kentucky Ballistics? Absolutely, yeah. He's got an awesome channel. Lee Enfield, #1 Mark III, right here. Hey, any Astras? I don't have any of those. Are those, correct me if I'm wrong, are those like Spanish handguns? I can't remember off the top of my head. But thanks so much for the 5 fish nipples. I appreciate you, buddy. Let's get some W's in the chat for him, and let's give you a ping. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. All right. We get that back on the wall. But yeah, the Astros, are those Spanish? I can't remember. Okay. Okay, yes, the Germans used them mainly in World War II. Interesting, okay. Favorite rifle in the collection? I'm trying to think. There's a lot. I do like the HK up there. That thing's really cool, but I really love that SVT-40. All right. Was it a Gewehr 43 or 41? 43, right there. What is the last gun okay, the last one I got was that Colt Python, right there. HK is iconic, completely agree. Okay. The biggest gun. The heaviest by far, that one up there. Now the longest would probably be that Colt musket right there. No, Mr. What? Yeah, no. I don't think that's anything to worry about, to be honest. So, I'm also in the National Guard, so yeah, trust me, nothing to worry about, dude. Beautiful collection, sir. Hey, thanks, baby. Baby got past. I appreciate you. Do I have a flare gun? I've got a couple. 37mm launchers. There's 2 right there, 1 right there. Flares, tear gas, rubber baton rounds, flashbang, stuff like that. Favorite shotgun by far? That Trink shotgun right there. Winchester Model 1200. It's a cool one. Yeah, I love that thing. Do you have a P320? And do I keep it in a cage? Absolutely. Hey, Fish Nipples, thanks for the 10, bud. The Gewehr 43, Luger, and Nambu definitely saw combat. The pistol's probably executed. Yeah, probably, dude. You're probably not wrong. Let's go ahead and get some W's in the chat for Fish. And let's get you a ping, buddy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate you. All right. I'll get this bad boy back on the wall. Here we go. All right. Most expensive one I have. So that right there is worth the most. That Trink shotgun. I didn't spend much on that. It was like 300 beans. The guy had no idea what it was, I think. And then this one up here is what I spent the most on. About 4,000 beans for that a couple years ago. And it's worth probably 10K, something like that. So, and I don't regret them for sure. Do not regret them. All right, guys, we are almost at 300 likes. I appreciate all you guys. I do. EDC is a Glock 19. I've got it right here. Glock 19, and then also my E-tool. How many 22s do I have? Probably close to 10, I would say, something like that. There's one right there, the Earl. What else we got? 22s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, at least 8. Actually, 9. And then there's a 10th one in the closet. It's also broken, so. Yeah, the VP9SK is a little bit bulky, absolutely. I do like it, but it is a bit bulky. All right. Your favorite single action? I'm trying to think. I don't have many single actions. The Heritage Rough Rider is a ton of fun, though. That's probably what I would say. All right. And Heaven or what? A little bit. EDC is a Glock 19, newest and oldest. The thing I got most recently is this Colt Python. Oldest is going to be this right here, Japanese Max Lock. Any Lugers? I've got 2. One up here and one right there. What's up from Washington, bro? Love your lives. Darren, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. My wife's from Washington, so traveled out there a couple times. But yeah. Cheapest handgun, probably this Phoenix Arms Raven right there. Okay, is the Judge a Magnum? It is a 410 45 Colt. Cheapest, yeah, okay. Have a Python, love it, absolutely. The Python's great. The Deagle looks nice. Hey, thanks, buddy. Desert Eagle's pretty ridiculous, but I love that thing. Is that a Finnish helmet or German? So I believe this one's German, and then this one's a Navy US helmet. 6 Hour 556, none of those. I do have a Taurus right here, Taurus Judge. Any 7.92. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Gewehr 43, I think, is 7.92. I know it's 8mm Mauser, I believe, but I don't know. 4570s. Yes, Rolling Colt. I've got a couple. The Cyclops, which is just a joy to shoot at the range. The Remington Rolling Block, and also Springfield Trapdoor. Hey guys, thanks for 300 likes. I do appreciate you. Is that an SVK, Dragunov, or Zastava? Jeffrey, thanks for the $2 first off. This one right here is a Romanian PSL. That's a Romanian PSL. This is a Zastava M70. I appreciate you. Let's get some W in the chat for Jeffrey, and we're going to give you a ping, man. So anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Garand ping as a thank you. So, Jeffrey, this one's for you, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. For real. All right, I'll get this back on the wall. Now, guys, I know I miss your guys' chats. I don't miss any super chats, so if I seem to miss one, please let me know. I never want to miss any, so all right, we're good to go. All right, my HK is going to be a HK SR9T right there. Glock 23, I need a Glock 23. I don't have one. So MK, Concord, I don't have any of those. The Desert Eagle is a 50 Action Express. Any World War II guns? Lots of World War II. Looks finished to me. German helmets are getting extremely valuable. Non-decal. Okay, interesting. Fish, yeah, that's weird. Let me show it a little bit closer. It could be Finnish. It could be German. I have no idea, man. I got in Hawaii when I was stationed out there, so. Favorite Halloween movie? I don't know. That's a good question. I like Coraline. I watch that with the kids sometimes, much to my wife's dismay. But yeah, she hates claymation. So, which one have I put the most rounds through? Probably the Mosins. I grew up shooting Mosins, so probably that. Mini 14s. No Mini 14s, not yet. It's German. It's an M42 late war. Okay, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. M14s. None of those yet. So. Guys, we're almost at 69K, 400. I really appreciate you. What guns are you using for Zombie Apocalypse? I would take my Colt SP1 up there with the bayonet. I'll get that Trank shotgun with the bayonet as well. I just run around with those two. And maybe my high point, just for fun. Not really, but you know what I mean. Favorite. It's kind of like my kids. I like all of them. I do like the SVT-40 though. Favorite Lego Star Wars kits. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's good. That's a hard question. Guys, thanks for almost 69K, 400. You guys are the best. For real. My favorite, pretty much all of them. Personal home defense gun. That's going to be rifle, Daniel Defense, M4 V7 Pro, Glock 19. But yeah. Love my high points. My high point actually runs pretty well. Not going to lie. So. High point, going to throw it at a zombie pretty much. I'll like keep it on a string or something so I can just like throw it and then pull it back really quick. High point for melee damage, exactly. This guy gets it. I guess he collects. I do collect. Chris, yeah, got a few, man. A few guns. Got a few. All right. Let's see. If you guys got questions, throw it in the chat. How do I like the Romanian PSL? I like it. It's cool. All four of mine run flawlessly. Nice, dude. Jorn, I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to count it up, to be honest. High point and zombie apocalypse equals death. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. Desert Eagle, I do. I've got one. 50 Action Express. It's ridiculous, but I like it. Yeah, I don't feel like the high points are really all that bad. That one runs super well. The high point carbine also runs very well, too. Any pre-86 machine guns? Not yet. We're not there yet. I really want an MP40 though. Open carry in your state. We've got constitutional carry in Missouri. I think you could probably open carry too. I would say you should conceal carry. Obviously you can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of America. But I'm gonna conceal carry. I don't think I would open carry unless I'm like, if I had a ranch or something. I don't have a ranch, but if I did, I'd probably open carry on my property or something if I was worried more about like wild animals than people, I guess. But yeah. Okay. Suppressed PCC is a B&T GHM9 right there. Chris, I've got about 90, bud. HK at the top is an HK SR9T. It's like a poor man's PSG1. The PSL rifle, barrel mounts from the front side to the gas block. Okay, interesting. M17, yes, I do have an M17. It's an Army-issued one. But yeah, Joseph, absolutely. I'll be your friend, buddy. Thoughts on Tech 9s? I need one. I don't have one. I do conceal carry, but in Missouri, it is legal open carry. Hey, thanks, David. Yeah. Yep, I'm out here in Missouri, too. But yeah, I would love a Tech 9. For sure, dude. Tech 9s would not be bad. I have an M18. Your thoughts? I don't have one, so I'm not really sure. I've got the M17. I do like it. I probably won't carry it, but Ricky, you're from St. Louis. Nice, man. I drive through there every now and then, but kind of near Kansas City, so a couple hours from you. Subsonic 22 LR for zombies, 9mm, or 300 blackout for real danger. That makes sense. Any Brown Bess or other muskets? I've got a Colt rifled musket, 1862 right there. But yeah. No Brown Besses. I love to have Brown Bess. That's for sure. Hi from Malaysia. Hey, thanks for being here. What do I think about, or what do I know about the Ithaca Super Single? I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I'm not sure. Is that shotgun able to slam fire? This one right here, this one does. It's just, I don't think it's in good enough condition to shoot, to be honest. My Trank shotgun does not slam fire, sadly. I wish it did. Somebody, yeah, none of those. M1 Garand is right there. We do pings with that as a, like when we get super chats, but ever do a desk pop? I have not. Packing any 1911s. Hawaiian Werewolf, I do have one. It's a Colt 1911 U.S. Army made in 1917. So 8.6, no, I haven't, LJ. Oldest gun is this old Japanese Maxlock right there. Winchester. The Trank shotgun is a Winchester, but no lever actions that are Winchester. All right, guys, we're almost at 69K, 400. Dude, we might hit 70K today. We'll see. We just hit 69 yesterday, so I appreciate you guys. What do I have to do to prevent rust on the older ones? Typically, just wipe them down. Keep them kind of oiled and stuff. But yeah, I think you can use what, wool, steel wool or something. I can't remember. I have to, can't remember right now. My brain's not working. CZ85, none of those, none of those. HKG3, closest thing is the HK SR9T up there. Top 4 favorite I have are the Nambu, the Leonfield M1, Mosin Nagants. Hey, Shark, thanks, buddy. All right. What would I recommend they get if they didn't like Glocks? Smith & Wesson makes some good stuff. M&P. Springfield Hellcat. Canic makes some good stuff. I'm trying to think. If you wanted to do a SIG, you could do a SIG 365 or something. Hey, man, do you have a SIG Sauer P220? Colin, I do not. First off, thanks for that. I appreciate you. And I do want one. I've heard good things about the P220. So, yeah, no staccatos, but Colin, all right, let's get some W's in the chat for Colin. And all right, buddy, we're going to give you an M1 Garand ping. So get ready. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate you. All right. Get that back on the wall. I did have a buddy let me mess with his staccato at the range. I thought it was pretty cool. So, not seeing a 1941 Johnson. Dude, Cannon Mike. I'm going to need that, buddy. I wish. I always wanted a Johnson rifle. That's awesome, though. What do you think about it? It sounds pretty much, yeah, Cody. It's, I think it'd be cheaper to be addicted to drugs or something. What is a trick shotgun not slam fire? So this one is like, I'm sure there's other models that don't slam fire, but this one just doesn't. It's got a weird feature where whenever you pull the trigger, it automatically starts to, like this action starts to open. It's a Model 1200. It's the last trench shotgun model the U.S. military used before they moved over to the new combat shotguns. But, let's see, no Makarovs. I do have this Hungarian PA-63 right there, but yeah. Ooh. I would love a Winchester 1895, Cody. I would. Those are beautiful rifles, especially like a Russian contract one. Man, that would be cool. Hey, Red Knight's here. Thanks for sending that, buddy. I appreciate you. Andrew, I do have a 357 Magnum. It is the Colt Python right there. Any SKSs? I've got 3 SKSs. I've got a Yugo SKS right there, and a couple of Norinkos, a couple of Chinese SKSs. Would ever get a 50 BMG? For sure, yeah, I would. I definitely would. 9 mils, I've got a lot of 9 mils, to be honest. Since we're in the same state, do you have anything? I don't feel like I would get rid of anything, Ricky, but yeah. Have soccer practice. I'll see you next stream. Absolutely, Cody. Have a great one, buddy. I appreciate you. Okay, Jeffrey, okay. Makes sense. And I slam fired my great-grandfather's World War II trench shotgun. Why the M? Yeah, no, I believe it, Michael. Those trench shotguns are awesome. I love them. What about any Native American use Winchesters? Red, that would be really cool. I don't have any, though. Airsocket Type 99 is right there. Sadly, it was sporterized, but I also have a Type 38 right there. All right. Favorite semi-auto handgun? I'm trying to think. I love taking the Luger to the range. Those are a ton of fun. Mine jam a decent amount, but I don't mind. I do have my Glock 19. That's what I carry, so yeah. M1 carbine is right there. Do I have a Hellcat Pro? I do not. No Hellcat Pros. Do I have an ammo for each caliber? Yeah, no. I need more ammo, to be honest, so I like a bow, recurve bow. I need a bow, to be honest. Okay, what are these right here? These are KSA Crickets. They're for, oh my gosh, for my kids. So I teach them gun safety with those. Great platforms to use, so definitely suggest them. And yeah, not sponsored by KSA or anything, but M1 Garand is right there. Red Knight, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you sending that, bud. Favorite World War II guns? I really love the SVT-40. I like the M1 Garand too, don't get me wrong. So, yep, they are 22 single shot bolt actions right there. Guys, thanks for subbing. I appreciate that. Kids guns, yeah, definitely. All right, I need to do some hunting. Any more BNTs? Just that one. Stephen. I love the B&T that I do have, though. Make some great stuff. Great stuff. 300 Magnum, none of those. I'd love to have a PPSH. I don't have one of those either. Favorite NOM era gun? Obviously not used in NOM. It's the civilian version, Colt SP1. But this one, yeah, that's probably my favorite, the trench shotgun. All right. Hey, what's that pinfire looking revolver on the wall? Looks nice. Pinfire. Like this one, maybe? The Earl? Or Smith Wesson Model 2? Something like that. Hopefully I answered it, but why do I have so many crickets? Because I got so many kids. These are for my kids. I've got 4 kids, so I need one more, to be honest. I might get that 22 Mosin, to be honest. Shotguns are timeless. Best gun against drones, too. Absolutely. Yeah, drone stuff is crazy these days. So just notice you have a Nambu. I do have a Nambu, but okay, someone was asking, we just hit 69K 420. I appreciate all you guys. And 421. Thanks, guys. Type 14 Nambu right there. 8mm Nambu is what it's chambered in, so. Get him a Barrett. Isaiah, that's not a bad idea, man. Yeah. An M82 or something, maybe. That should be fine. All right. Nice danger, Paul. Thanks, bud. Red, you're the best, man. You know, we're going to do a ping for you. Red Knight is always showing up in the streams. He's always sending gifts. So we're going to do a ping for you, buddy. Here we go. This one's for you, man. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Red. You're the best, man. I appreciate all you guys. Get this back on the wall. All right. Do you know you can have a rocket launcher? I'd like to have one, but I think you have to do a whole bunch of probably paperwork stuff and jump through some hoops and all that, but randomly found you, wrote, hey, Matthias, how you doing, bud? Thanks for being here. Do I have an AK? I do have a few AKs. I've got a Zastava M70 and Romanian PSL, a few other things. So this one is a Colt Army Special right there. It's a 1913 chambered in 38 Special. I like it. All right. MCX or MPX, neither of those, but yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna take off my jacket, guys. I'm sweating in here. All the lights and stuff is making it hot. So 1 sec. All right. Have I ever had the experience of firing full auto? Yeah. So in the Army, I did 9 years active duty, and I'm in the National Guard now. So I've shot a lot of full auto while in the Army. 240 Bravo, the 249 SAW, the M4. I've shot full auto anytime we were like trying to get out of like run out of ammo and stuff at the range or something. Because typically you'll go to the range, they give you a whole bunch of ammo, and I forget, they don't want you to turn in. Like if you open a crate, you pretty much need to like expend all the ammunition, something like that. So anyway, have you ever shot that gun on a helicopter? No, I haven't shot any guns on a helicopter. I've been on a helicopter a couple times, but never shot anything on a helicopter. Desert Eagle, yeah. I've got a 50 Action Express Desert Eagle right there. It's ridiculous, but I like it. Red, thanks, bud. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have any full autos, not yet. Any Indonesian stuff? Yeah, no Indonesian guns. Yeah, I was deployed to Afghanistan back in 2018 to 2019. That's the only time I've been deployed. I spent about 10 months out there. It's definitely an interesting experience, for sure. A lot of history out there, not gonna lie, the food out there was awesome. I definitely like Middle Eastern food, that's for sure. But yeah. Red Knight, I would definitely fire one for sure. Is that like I'm guessing that's like a elephant kind of gun? Not airsoft, they're all real. M4A1, I don't have one, but I do have, what do I have? Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro, right there. Sorry, my hand's a little bit crooked. Let me fix it. Alex, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. All right. No MP28s. I would take one, that's for sure. Whew. No 6.5s, I don't think. Forbes U.S. Army Corps. Hey, thanks for being here, Luis. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, the military is definitely tolerable with more with decent food for sure. Love your YouTube videos and love your videos, love the lives. Thanks so much, Hezekiah. I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to make some better videos. I don't know. I want to make some long forms that you guys will actually like, I think. So we'll see. Hey, Cliff, you got your HK91, man. What do you think? That's awesome. Okay. Is that a side-by-side double barrel? Yes, it is. A Lefevre. So, David, how much do I think over the years? Probably, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to say like 30 to 40K, something like that is probably what I gave for most of this stuff, but it's definitely worth more than that today. So, gee, that is wild, buddy. I do want a Maverick 88. I've heard really good things about him. I don't have one, so I can't really speak on it, but yeah. All right. Purple Pistol is a SIG 938. 1 second, I'll show you. 938 right there. Yes. Yeah, I'm still in the Army, Chrono, but yeah. Do I have a musket? I've got a few muskets. That's a Japanese Maxlock right there. And Colt rifled musket right there. I didn't get new Legos. I just put some new ones out just because I figured you guys liked that. So, all right. The most expensive one, the one that's worth the most by far, is this Trank shotgun right there. M1 Garand is also right here. Anytime we get super chats, I do a ping with it. So, which one is my least favorite? Least favorite to shoot, probably the Cyclops. I think it's crazy. For around 200, Maverick 88 is really reliable. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you can't really beat it, to be honest. Yep, King William, that one right there is the one that's worth the most, that Trank shotgun. All right. Any Colt M1914s? I don't think so. It's a revolver that weighs 13 pounds and shoots. Oh, okay, dang, that's crazy, Red. I'll have to check it out. The Cyclops isn't bad. The recoil on it's just pretty crazy. Cyclops is 4570, so it definitely a risk breaker show. So yeah. It doesn't slam fire, Isaiah. I wish it did, but it does not. Tremors. I need to go back and watch Tremors, to be honest. I do. Let's see. No Car 98s, not yet. Do I own any miniature firearms? I don't. No, like not any of the, goat guns and stuff like that. None of those. All right. Any sniper rifles? Kind of. That up there, HK SR9T is kind of like that, so. All right. Dude, Dr. Jonathan, that's wild. But yeah, the Snake Slayer is pretty good. I like it. Cowboy Defender, 45 Colt, 410. I like it. It's not too bad. Yep, I got the number 1 Mark III infield right there. SMLE. Love that thing. Okay, no black tip. World War II ammo. So, you two, how you doing? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. But yeah. What's up with the hand? So yeah, the hand this is just the way we get around some of YouTube's rules. So I've got this bayonet with a little baby hand on it. I use it as a pointer, so. But yeah. If you guys like what you see, double tap that screen. We're almost at 400 likes. I do appreciate you guys, for real. Thanks for supporting the channel, seriously. Do you have any guns that you're eyeing for getting next? Probably an FAL, maybe a Mauser C96. I'd love to have an 1897, but we'll see. We will see, guys. Hey, Pero, thanks. Have you ever tried to grab a police officer's gun? If not, you should try it. You paid for it with your taxes, after all. Pero, that's wild, dude. But no, I haven't tried it. I appreciate you, man. Let's get some W's in the chat for Pero, and we're going to give you a ping, buddy. So anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Garand ping. So Pero, this one's for you, bud. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. You're the best. All right. Let's get that back on the wall. Okay. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Scar Heavy, yeah, that'd be cool to have. Do I have a 1911? I do. I'll show you. World War One, Colt U.S. Army, made 1917. All right. Any old pistols? Yeah, I've got a few old things, that's for sure. Just a few. Chrono, I appreciate you, buddy. Yep, Sareem, they're all real. Love the collection. It's beautiful. Michael, thanks, bud. Seriously, I do appreciate you. I really do. Do I have an M249 machine gun? I do not. I've shot one in the Army, but I don't have one in the collection. All right, what's the oldest gun I've got? Hezekiah, I've got this old Japanese samurai musket. It's a Matchlock. Tanegoshima is what it's called. That's the oldest. 1700s. Something like that. What's the two from the left? What's two from the left? That one is a Remington rolling block chambered in 4570. That's a cool one. All right. How many guns can you have? As many as you can afford, pretty much. At least out here in Missouri. Most states, that's the way it works. So, did you say Hezekiah? What are you, an Amish? Yeah, someone's here. Name is Hezekiah. Let's see. Red Knight, thanks for sending that, buddy. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. I'm from Sweden. Hey, thanks for being here. Can a civilian own an M249, and is it hard to acquire one, or is it a hard task? It depends. They make civilian versions, which are just semi-auto. You could get that. That wouldn't be hard. They're kind of expensive, but if you want an actual full auto one, you probably have to get like a, I don't know what that would be, FFL Class 3 maybe, or an SOT or something. There's some license you would have to get to become like a dealer, and then I think you could get it, but still, it's a bit of a hassle. So that's why most people don't do that. Also, I don't know the whole process because I've never thought about doing it. So, nice. That's awesome, Hezekiah. Awesome, dude. All right. Any lever actions? I've got a few. Not any like really cool ones or anything, but how much did I spend? I don't really know off the top of my head. So, what's the biggest gun I've got? Probably this one right here, the HK SR9T. 1911. I've got this Colt U.S. Army, 1911, made in 1917. Air pistol, I've got a few. Hey guys, thanks for subbing. We're almost at 69K, 500. Hey, King William, amazing guns, bro. Keep it up. Thanks, dude. You are the best. Let's get some W's in the chat for King William. We're gonna give you a ping, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. Seriously. All right. Get that back on the wall. All right. Can I borrow the gold pistol? Liam, you got it, buddy. You got it. All right, guys, we're almost at 400 likes. If you guys like what you see, double tap that screen. It really does help out. All right. The one who asked. Yeah, I've got a few Mosins, guys. Got about 3 right there. I got a few more, though. About 8 total. Do I have any World War II rifles? I do. The Mosins are World War II. We've also got SVT-40 right there. A few other things, too. So, would you trade half your collection for one minigun? I don't know, man. Probably not. Probably not. I think it'd be worth it, but no. Do you have any gun accessories, too? Not a ton, to be honest. Not a ton. Bet you don't own a Hi-Point C9. I actually do, buddy. Right there. I love that thing. I do. I got to remember my roots, man. The first handgun I ever shot was a Hi-Point in 45 that my dad had, so I can't be a gun snob. Any Mausers? I've got a Spanish Mauser right there in 308. What's the one by the M1 Garand? So we've got the M1 carbine, and then we've got the Gewehr 43. So, only shot a revolver, lever action. Nice, Travels. No MP41s, Conrad. That'd be a good one to have, not going to lie. Not going to lie. Okay. Wow, impressive. Hey, thanks, Para. Thanks, dude. All right, let's see who the top leaderboard is. We got Funky, which is, I think, Fish. SL, And we got L, Dan, King William, Jeffrey, Ricky, Conrad, Guy with Slides, and Timmy. Thanks all you guys. I appreciate you. Any drums for your Glock? Not yet. Not yet. How much is a Thompson? I'd have to look. It's been a while, so probably 20 or 30K, I would guess, for a transferable, like full auto. But maybe more. I'm not sure. First gun I shot was a 9mm after I played Fallout New Vegas and got one. Nice, dude. Love Fallout New Vegas. I put a ton of hours into New Vegas. All right. I'm a shotgun person, 50 cal. Nice, David. The thing next to you is your weapon in World War II. Yeah, the only question is which one, I guess. Pero, you got me there, man. Nothing that shoots 700 nitro. Not yet. One day. Glocks, I've got a couple. Got a Glock 19 right there and a Glock 21 right there. All right. Any auto shotguns? I have a Remington Model 11. That one's a semi-auto World War II riot gun. What caliber is the HK? So that's going to be a 7.62 by 51 NATO up there. Oldest revolver I've got is going to be Smith & Wesson Model 2, made in 1864. Yeah. No SVKs. I've got a Romanian PSL. All right. And do you have anything? Bassmaster, I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. Yeah, PSL 7.62 by 54R. Nice, Dylan. That's awesome, dude. Norsk, thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. If you guys like what you see, double tap that screen. We're almost at 400 likes. I know you guys can get us to it. So, what's the best handgun you have from World War II? I like the Lugers. I really like them. They're pretty cool. So, Armageddon. Hey, Miss Mayhem, how you doing? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Dylan, thanks for being here. Do you have any Sig Sauers? I do, Conrad. I've got a Sig Sauer M17, and that's not one. Sig 938 right there. So, all right, guys, 4 likes away from 400. Let's get to 400. You guys can do it. I know it. Did I ever get anything with buyer's regret? Not really. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So, favorite pistol? I don't know. It's a hard one, man. That was a hard question. I like the old guns too. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the old guns. Guys, thanks for 400 likes. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Isn't P90 illegal? Not really. So you can get full auto stuff. You just have to go through a couple of different, go about it a couple of different ways. If it's semi-auto, then it's not really that hard to get. So, any Desert Eagles? I've got a Desert Eagle right there, 50 Action Express. But yeah. Miss Mayhem, I'm not really sure. I've got about 90 guns, and I haven't really counted in a couple years how much it's worth, so. I should get an M203. That would be pretty cool, man. That would be pretty cool. Any 6 Sauer 22s? None of those. You have to have governments, extra. Exactly, Jeffrey. Yeah, you got to get a couple of different licenses and stuff, depending on how you're going about it. So, oldest gun is this old Japanese Matchlock right there. That is the oldest by far. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing, buddy? I've got 2 HKs. HK SR9T and a VP9 SK right there. Right there. All right, guys. Does that have a knife on it? Yeah, it's got a bayonet right there. Or are you talking about this? This is also a bayonet, so. What's the best gun you like? There's on the ground. One of my favorites, that Beretta ARX. That thing's a ton of fun. Purple handgun is a SIG 938 right there. I'm only 14 subs away from going live. Nice, Phoenix. You'll get there, dude. Just keep making some videos and people will absolutely subscribe. So, the long one on the ground. I'm trying to think. That Japanese Matchlock right there. That's a Mosin Beretta ARX. A Walther 22 trainer from, what is it, Walther KK Ware Sportgewehr or something? Nice, Phoenix. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Just make some videos and people will subscribe. All right. 49 subs away from going live. Nice, Luke. An 18-year-old dude can buy a 50 cal. I think Perry, you could get both for sure. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. Do you see they're making a movie? I've not seen that. Hey, Mr. Drace, how you doing, bud? Thanks for being here. Any 50 BMGs? No, none of those yet. Where am I from? I'm from North Carolina, right around Charlotte. That's where I grew up. Now I'm out here in Missouri, kind of near Kansas City. So, which one is the most prized piece? The thing that's worth the most by far is this Trink shotgun right there. It's a, what is it? Oh my gosh, Winchester Model 1200. Sorry, my brain's not working, guys. Actually, good live. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Nona. Is that an M1900? I don't think so. Just leaving a like. I'm going to go eat. Hey, have a great one, Mr. Dreas. Thanks for stopping by. For real. I do appreciate you. All right. I'm going to throw you guys over here for a second. I'm going to drink some water. One sec. So if you hear some gulping, that's what's going on. I'm drinking some water real quick, guys. Hey, Happy. I appreciate you being here. All right. Lever actions. What do I got? There's a Stevens falling block right there. This one right here is a 1873 clone by Uberti. A Heritage Settler in 22. But yeah. All right. 44 mag. I don't have any of those, David. Not yet. Not yet. All right. Let's see. So we've got, yeah, these are all mine, John. The only things that I inherited, kind of, my granddad gave me that Glock 21, but the rest of all these I've gotten on my own. So, yeah, well, that's not true. My dad gave me a Mosin when I was like 13, and yeah. Well, what's the one on the floor in front of the closet door? On the floor in front of the closet door. The Stevens right there? Or, I'm not sure. Hey, Norse, have a great one. I appreciate you. Yes, I do collect K, but I just like guns, to be honest. Whew. I'm going to go now. Yeah, have a good one, buddy. Okay. If you guys got questions, throw it in the chat. I'll do my best to answer it. I do appreciate all you guys. Any 22 LRs? Got a few. Those are for my kids right there. Little 22 single shots. But yeah. Nasir, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Desert Eagle is right up there. 50 Action Express, pretty ridiculous, but I like it. Couple of ARs, got about 3. So anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Garand ping. If there's something that you want me to rack out of all this, just send a super chat, tell me what you want me to rack, and I will do it. What do you think is the most expensive gun I have? By far, that Trink shotgun right there. That thing's worth the most. Was the black one propped up in the back with a super short? This one right here? Okay, maybe I'll go through all these real quick. I'm definitely a little bit tired. We've been going for about 2 hours, so. High Point 995 carbine, B&T GHM9, Keltec Sub 9. This is a PSA Stizen, the TAC 79 37 millimeter launcher. This is the Federal Riot Gun, also 37 millimeter. This one right here is a Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro. Zastava M70. Right here is a Japanese Matchlock, an Imperial Mosin, Beretta ARX, Walther KK Ware Sportgewehr. Type, oh my gosh. This one's a P14 Enfield, the Gewehr 88, and another Mosin right there. But yeah. Let's see. You're a COD IRL, pretty much, man. Do you got a Western revolver? Not really. I've got a couple of little like clones. Heritage Rough Rider, Heritage Barkeep, stuff like that. So, all right. What is your favorite one? I don't really know. I like a lot. I really do like the SVT-40, but it changes day to day, I feel like. Is there a gun or rifle I regret getting? Yeah, so there's one. Very early on in my gun collecting journey, there was a Krag rifle, not the one I have currently. I got scammed. So they said you had to do whatever through PayPal. And I was just getting into all this stuff and didn't really realize. But I got scammed. So that's the only one I regret because, well, I never got it. But I learned pretty quickly, hey, how not to do that. So, no, let's see, Galizzi? None of those. None of those. Any Gen 5s or 22s? I've got a Glock 19 Gen 5 right over there. But yeah. All right, if you guys got any questions, throw it in the chat. I will do my best to answer it. Favorite shotgun by far, Winchester Model 1200, the trench shotgun right there. But yeah. All right, guys, we've almost been on for 2 hours. I'll probably hop off soon, but yeah. Let's see. Any movie guns? I feel like some of them were definitely, used in different, not specifically used in movies, but some of them have been in stuff like The Walking Dead, The Colt Python. What else? The 1911, the Lugers, they've been in a ton of stuff. So, do I have a Lewis? Like a Lewis gun? No Lewis guns. Oh man, I wish. Is that a Dragunov? So it's a Romanian PSL. Pretty similar to it, but not a Dragunov. Any AKs? I've got a Zastava M70 right there. But yeah. Do I have something from Civil Wars? I do. Smith & Wesson Model 2, made in 1864. David, I've been playing Battlefield 6. I like it. It's pretty good. Any Skies? None of those. Hey, Ammo Alchemist, how you doing, buddy? Ammo Alchemist has got a great channel. If you guys haven't checked him out, definitely do. So, got an awesome channel. No SPAS 12s. Or SPAS 12s. None of those yet. We'll get there, though. All right, guys. We are almost at 69K, 500. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. All right. In real life, you've been playing by the looks of it. Maybe a little bit. Longest bayonet, probably that Type 30 bayonet right there on the Type 38 Arasaka. But yeah. As is Zastava a good AK? I like it. I think it's pretty good. So, no Mark 12s. No, none of those. What is the revolver shotgun looking thing? Are you talking about this right here or this right here? These two are that's a TAC 79. That's a Federal Riot gun. 37 millimeter launchers, but okay, this is Lizard saying bye. Have a great one. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. You play Fortnite or GTA or World of Tanks? I do play Fortnite sometimes. I have played World of Tanks before as well. But yeah. Hey, just so you know, I appreciate that, buddy. I do appreciate you. Jameek, thanks so much. Let's see, Jerome, how you doing? Thanks for being here. What's the color one? So these are KSA Crickets. They're from my kids, actually. Little 22 single shots. So I can teach them like gun safety and all that with it. So McLovin, none of those yet, man. None of those yet. Oh, man. Free Truth, I'm sorry, dude. That's terrible. Any HK 416s? None of those, Conrad. Not yet. No custom Glocks either. Not yet. Romanian PSL sniper rifle is a good one. I completely agree. I think it's a great one. Doing good today, just sitting back here. Nice, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Is a M44 with 100 rounds? That's not a bad idea. Not a bad one, Ghost. Hey, Dracolite, what's your goal, bro? 70K? Yeah, so eventually we're on the road to 100K, but I feel like we may hit 70 today if I do another stream tonight maybe, but I don't know. Dracolite, how you doing, bud? I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Absolutely. Any Smith & Wesson? I've got an old 1864 revolver, but that's about it, really. Better have a Mosin buried somewhere in that room. I already seen the Luger. I do have a few Mosins. 3 right there. I got about 8, so First gun was a Mosin, actually. The first rifle was a Mosin. First shotgun was a Charles Daly 20 gauge pump. So I need a Browning high power. I don't have one of those, but maybe eventually. SIG or Glock. I personally carry a Glock, but I like a lot of stuff. Yeah, Gerald, I'm still in the Army today. I was active duty for a while, about 9 years, and now I'm in the National Guard. So, road to 70K subscribers. Hey, thanks, Draculite. I appreciate you, buddy. Dude, how many subs do you got? You got the check mark, so you must have. You got a few, that's for sure. Let me check. All right, guys. Dude, we've got about 70,000 views on this stream. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Okay. Let's see, guys. What state do I live in? I am in Missouri. Okay, nice. Dracula, you got like 500K, dude. That's awesome. Looks like you make gaming videos. I'll have to check it out, dude. Thanks for being here, first off. 22s. I got a few 22s, guys. Dane, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Guys, I think I'll probably end up hopping off. We just passed over 2 hours. Hey, The Quest, thanks for doing that, man. Thanks for sending that floating heart. I do mobile gaming. Nice, man. That's great. I need some help getting my military records. Trying to think. I got my DD-214 from, I forget, was it through the VA? I can't remember. There was some like website I had to go to. It's like military records or something, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, anyway, so guys, I'm probably going to hop off. I'll be back on probably tonight, but I hope you guys all have a great day. You can't go wrong doing what's right. That's a saying we have around these parts. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a great one. Thanks so much. Bye.